Hi guys, in this video I'm gonna show you how to use the AWS IoT Core, IoT Analytics and AWS QuickSight to visualize our sensor data. First, let's go to Manage Things, and from here we need to copy the thing ARN. Now we can go to Test, MQTT test client, and copy the paste the ARN / sensors. We can see that we can immediately see the data from the sensor. The sensor is pointing at me, and you can see that occupancy is true. Now, in order to get data into IoT Analytics, we need to go to Act, Rules, and create a new rule. Let's call it Sensor Data. From here, we need to add in the SQL query, we need to add our ARN and the topic sensors. Also, we need to know what time our measurement has been taken. In order to do this, we need to modify a little bit the query and add timestamp as time. Okay. Now, with each sensor measurement, the Linux epoch timestamp will be added. Later in the video, we will convert it to a more human-readable date-time format. Now here, from set one or more actions, we need to add an action, and from this menu, select the Send Message to IoT Analytics and click on Confirm Configure Action. Here, we need to select Quick Create IoT Analytics Resource, and let's give this some prefix. Sensor data seems fine, and click on the Quick Create button. Once everything is ready, we need to select Add Action. It looks like we are ready, and we should click Create Rule. Once the rule is created, we can head to IoT Analytics. And in datasets, we should be able to see our data. Here in the SQL query, we click Edit and click on Test Query. Perfect. We can see that all of the fields are here, including the time field we have just added with the Linux epoch timing. Fine. Now we can go back and here add a schedule and let the dataset update every minute. I'm not 100% sure that this is the best practice to do this, but since I'm quite new to AWS and especially the AWS IoT, from what I've understand from the documentation, it is necessary to take the step in order to regularly update the datasets with the data from the data store. If you want to learn more about the difference between channels, pipelines, data stores, and dataset, you can also always take a look at the knowledge base of AWS. They're pretty well documented there and explained. Now we are ready to go to QuickSight. I have already set up my QuickSight service, and I won't be able to guide you through the initial setup process, but it's pretty straightforward, and you get two months of a free trial access, and after that it is a paid service, and the pricing is per user. I think it was something like $5 or $10 per month per user. So keep an eye on this, and if you don't want to use it in the future, just disable this service in your AWS console. Now we need to add the dataset we have created earlier. From here, new dataset, and select the AWS IoT Analytics as source. Here we can click on sensor data dataset and click create data source. Now go to edit preview data. And we can see that we have all of our readings here. Now we should make a new field, which is a derivative of the time field, and we're gonna show there the human readable date time format. Also, you can notice that we have another date time field here, which is automatically created by IoT Analytics, but for some reason it doesn't include the time, only the date. I tried looking into this issue, and I see that many people are facing it. It's not an issue, it's how AWS works. So this was the suggestion to just add another column with the Linux epoch time. Now if we go to fields, and here in time we can select from the drop down menu the add calculation. From the search from here we can search for the function epoch date, double click to add it, and insert time between the brackets. Now let's call this field date time and click save. Now you can see that we have a proper field with human readable date time. Now we can click on save and visualize. Now let's say that we want to plot a chart with the Omron temperature readings against time. Okay, from here we can aggregate the data by minute, and also from here we can change the aggregation type to average. And now our chart looks way better. We have data points for each minute, and here we can also add the internal temperature sensor by just clicking it. And don't forget to change the aggregate function to average. Here we can see both sensors. Now the tricky part is to think of a way to plot the occupation status being true or false with a bar chart, sorry. Let's close this and add a new one, add visual. We can select the vertical bar chart type and select occupancy and date time. Now from here we can aggregate using the min function, not supported by AWS IoT Analytics. Anyways, let's try it. It worked before. And aggregate by the minute. That looks good. We can see that during these periods there was a person, me, in front of the sensor. Now I'll turn the sensor around so it stops detecting me, and I will refresh the data source. Which is done from here. From what I've understand, it's impossible to get real-time data into QuickSight, at least from the IoT analytics, and our only option is to make a refresh schedule, which unfortunately can only be called once an hour. So in this QuickSight dashboard, we will get delayed data if we don't refresh automatically. If I find a better solution to grab the data and to make a dashboard in AWS, I will later fix the tutorial in Hackster.io. Let's click on Create. And now I'll do a manual refresh. Okay. Let's check again our analysis dashboard, and if it's the same, we will wait a little bit more. Perfect. From the above chart, we can see that there is immediate decrease in the temperature readings from 26.6 to 21.2. And on the bottom chart, we can see that for this period, the occupancy is 0, which is because the sensor is pointing away from me. Now we can share and publish the dashboard, and let's give it some name. I'll click on share with everyone in this account, and we're good to go. This is our dashboard. It looks very nice. When more data gets into the data set, the bars will get narrower and more data will be fit in the view. Also, there is an app called QuickSight in the App Store and Google Play Store, which can be downloaded on any mobile device. And the data from QuickSight and from this dashboard can be viewed on a mobile device without playing around with custom mobile applications and so on. Thank you for your attention. This is for this video. Bye.